good morning. Now we are going to discuss on the forces in space. So what is forces in space? When the forces acting on a body, they lie in different planes, or the force acting at a point in space, that's in different planes. So here that forces are called the forces in space. That is three-dimensional force system. Forces in space or a three-dimensional force system. So far we were discussing with two-dimensional force system only. We have seen how to find the component of a force, that is resolution. Then how to find the resultant of a force system, equilibrium equations corresponding to the force system, etc. in two-dimensional force system. Now we are going to three-dimensional force system or forces in space. So consider here a three-dimensional space system. Say three axes x, y, z axis. O is the origin. A force F is acting from the origin. And the force F, it makes an angle theta x with the x direction, theta y with the y direction, and theta z with the z direction. So F is a force acting at point O and it's in the space. So we can see this plane. This plane is, this is x and y, or this one. This one is xy plane. This is xz plane. Okay, and this one, it is yz. This is yz plane. This one is xy plane, and this is xz plane. So the three planes, x, y, z axis coincide at O, and force F is marked here. Now the component of this force F, the component along x direction is called Fx. The component along y direction is Fy, and the component along the z direction is Fz. So here, how will you represent the force? The force F, have to represent it as a vector. The force F is represented by a vector that is equal to, the component of the force in the x direction is Fx. So Fxi plus the component of force in the y direction Fyj plus Fzk. So this is the vectoral representation of that three-dimensional force system. Any force F acting in a three-dimensional space system is written as F is equal to Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. Now what is this Fx? Fx is the horizontal component of the force, or the component of the force in x direction. Fx is equal to, if I make it as A, say this is B, this is C, and this is D, this is OA, is F suffix x. O to A is Fx, and the force F, the force vector F, it is making an angle of theta x with x direction. So we can write here Fx by F is equal to cos theta x. Okay. Or Fx is equal to nothing but modulus of x into cos theta x. This is the magnitude of force. So the horizontal x component of the force Fxi is nothing but magnitude of the force multiplied with cos theta x, where theta x is the angle which F makes with x direction. On similar lines, I can write Fy, the y component of the force is mod F cos theta y, and the z component of the force F is equal to F cos theta z. Or this can also be written as, this cos theta x is usually written as F into L. This is F into M is equal to F times n, where L, M, N are called direction cosines. Direction cosines. Cos theta x, sin cos theta y, and cos theta z are L, M, N direction cosines, and you can check always L square plus M square plus N square will be equal to 1. That is cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z should be equal to 1. So this is the general vectorial representation of a force. Now, what is this magnitude of F? Magnitude of the force vector. Magnitude of force F is equal to, this is the representation of a force system. F is equal to Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. So the magnitude is given by square root Fx square plus Fy square plus Fz square. So that will give you the magnitude of the force Fx square plus Fy square plus Fz square. And the general representation a force vector F is equal to magnitude F into a vector lambda, where this lambda is called unit vector in the direction of force. So we will be making use of all these things in all the coming numerical examples. So a force vector F is represented as Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk, where this Fx, Fy, Fz are the components of the force in x, y, z directions, and each of these are written as Fx equals magnitude of force into cos theta x, F cos theta y, F cos theta z, where this magnitude of force is given by square root the coefficient of phi, Fx square plus Fy square plus Fz square. And in generally, if you want to represent a vector F, it is given by the vector F is equal to magnitude of the vector dot product F dot lambda, and that lambda vector is called the unit vector. Unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is 1, but it is in the direction of the applied force. Now let us see what is unit vector. So we have seen the representation of a force vector F is equal to magnitude of the force into unit vector. The unit vector in the direction of the force is given by F vector divided by modulus of F. That is, what is F? F is equal to Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. I, J, K is the vector divided by mod F. Mod F is root of Fx square plus Fy square plus Fz square. So the unit vector is obtained. So unit vector, it is magnitude is unity, is 1. Magnitude of unit vector is 1, and it acts in the direction of the applied force. So with this preliminary requisites, we can solve the numerical examples. Now another term which we consider, this unit vector is an important term which you have to use. Then another one is the position vector. Position vector, we represent it by R. Position vector. For example, say let us see, with respect to the origin, a force is acting in this direction. A force F is acting in this direction, OA. The coordinates of A are x, y, z. This is x direction, this is y direction, and say z direction. The three-dimensional space system, a force F is acting from the origin, and OA is the direction of the force. Now, this OA, the position of A with respect to O, that is equal to R. Now R is given by, this is x, y, z, the coordinates of the origin is 0, 0, 0. So for the r vector is nothing but xi plus yj plus zk, because this is 0, so x minus 0 xi, y minus 0 yj, z minus 0 zj, and the magnitude of r will be, magnitude of r means this length OA will be x square plus y square plus z square, and this r, this is called the position vector. Position vector of A with respect to O, or ROA. Position vector, the position of A with respect to O, and ROA. So ROA, if you want to find out ROA, take the second term A, XA minus 0, YA minus 0, Z of A minus O. So this is the position vector of a point with respect to the origin. Suppose there are 2 points A and B. Suppose there are 2 points A and B. In the space with reference to x, y, z axis, say z, x, y axis, there are 2 points. The coordinate of x, say it is xa, ya, za, and the coordinate of b is xb, yb, zb. There are 2 points xa and a and b whose coordinates are xa, ya, za, xb, yb, zb. In this case, the position vector of A with respect to B, RAB. The position vector of A with respect to B, RAB, is given by A with respect to B. So A, B here, the position of A with respect to O. So ROA, RAB. Position of B with respect to A. So position of B with respect to A. B with respect to A is given by second one. Second letter here it is, second one is B. So XB minus XA into I plus YB minus YA into J plus ZB minus ZA into K. So the position vector, the position of B with respect to A. So the second term, it has to be written as B minus A, XB minus XAI, YB minus YAJ, ZB minus ZA into K. Okay, so this things that the unit vector and this position vector, hope you have got an idea, and based on this, now we will be discussing some examples where we have to resolve the forces or find the angle which the direction cosines of a force system, etc. So pass on to the numerical examples. So passing on to the numerical example, the first question, I will read the question. A force, determine the magnitude of the force F, whose components are Fx minus 15, Fy 27 and Fz 40 kN. Also calculate the angles theta x, theta y, theta z it makes with coordinate axis. So here the question, it is given, determine the magnitude of the force Fx, Fy, Fz are the components of the force. So let us represent, how will you represent a force vector? A force vector F is represented by Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. The force is represented by Fxy plus Fyj plus Fzk. Out of this we are given minus 15, Fy 27 and Fz is given as 40. So what is the magnitude? Magnitude of the force. Magnitude is nothing but square root fx square plus fy square plus fz square. So you can write it here. The magnitude of the force is minus 15 square, 27 square plus 40 square. So it will work out to 50.54 kilonewton. So you have got the first answer, the magnitude of the force. Now you are asked to find out the direction theta x, theta y, theta z. Theta x, how do you find out? We know this fx. This fx is nothing but magnitude of the force into cos theta x. Therefore, cos theta x is equal to fx by magnitude of f. Fx is minus 15. So, minus 15 divided by 50.54. From that we will get theta x is equal to 107.2 degree. Similarly, fy is f cos theta y. Therefore, cos theta y is equal to fy by f. Fy is 27 by 50.54. So from that you will get the direction theta y 57.71 degree. And similarly, fz is equal to f cos theta z. Therefore, cos theta z is equal to fz 40 divided by magnitude, 40 divided by 50.54. Therefore, theta z is equal to 37.6 degrees. Now we have to check this whether it is correct, so that you can check cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z. Calculate these terms and square that, and that should be equal to 1. So that's a check on your answer. Cos square theta plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z is equal to 1. So such simple questions we can get for 3 more questions in part A. Second question, we'll read the question here. A force vector 200 Newton is represented by a line MN whose coordinates are M234 and N369. Determine the components of the force along XYZ axis, the angles which the vector makes with XYZ axis, and specify the force vector. So here, a force vector 200 Newton. A force vector, the magnitude 200 Newton, is represented by a line MN. The coordinates of M 2, 3, 4, and that of N 3, 6, 9. You have to find. The first one is find components of force in XYZ direction. Then find angles with the coordinate directions, and 3, specify the vector. So we have a question like this. A point M and N, a force vector is connecting these two. So this is the direction of the force along MN. So you have to find the force components. So here this point and this point. So first step is we have to find out the position vector. The position vector Mn. Position vector Mn means the position of this point N with respect to point M. So position vector Mn, the second letter, so that has to be written as Xn minus xm I plus yn, that is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1. This is the second point, this is the first point. So y2 minus y1 j plus z2 or zn minus zm k ij k. So to get the position vector mn, second minus first, the second letter is n, so that minus the first letter. So n minus m, remember n minus m, so we can write it here 3 minus 2i plus 6 minus 3, 6 minus 3j plus 9 minus 4. So it will work out to 1i plus 3j plus 5k. So the position vector m and the direction vector, the direction along with the force axis 1i plus 3j plus 5k. Now what is the magnitude? Magnitude mn, the absolute value of mn will be equal to root of 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square. So that is equal to 5.92, root 35, 5.92. Therefore, unit vector in this direction, unit vector lambda is equal to the vector mn divided by the magnitude of mn. So that is equal to 1i plus 3j plus 5k divided by 5.92. So it will work out to, so I can write it like that. So this is the unit vector lambda. We find out x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1j, z2 minus z1k. Find the magnitude. Then the vector divided by the magnitude will give you the unit vector in this direction. Now the force vector F is given by magnitude of F into unit vector in the direction of F. Magnitude of F, it is given in the question 200 Newton. The magnitude is 200. So 200 into 1i plus 3j plus 5k divided by 5.92. So it will work out to, you will do the numerical multiplication or division, 33.81i plus 101.4j plus 169. Okay. So the third question, specify the vector. The force vector is given by 33.81i plus 101.4j plus 169k. Now what is this? F is equal to fxi plus fyj plus fzk. So from looking into that, we can write down fx. Fx is 33.81. The component, x component of the force is 33.81. Therefore, we can write cos theta x is equal to fx by f. So 33.81 divided by f. F is square root of 33.81 square plus, that will be working out to 200. The magnitude of f is 200. 33.81 by 200. So from that you get theta x. Theta x works out to 80.27. Now the second component, 101.4. So this is fxi plus fyj plus fzk. So the fy is 101.4. Fy is 101.4 4. Therefore, cos theta y is equal to Fy 101.4 divided by F 200. Fy by F. From that you get theta y. You get theta y is equal to 59.54. And corresponding this, comparing the third one, Fz is equal to 169. So the x, y, z components we have got. Therefore, cos theta z is equal to Fz divided by F. Therefore, we will get theta z 32.33 degree. So, all the answers have been obtained. So, first of all, find out the position vector x2 minus x1i, y2 minus y1j, z2 minus z1k, the first step. Then get the unit vector in that direction. Vector divided by magnitude of the vector will give you the unit vector in that direction. Then force vector F is equal to magnitude of force into unit vector. Get the force vector. Each of these terms correspond to Fx, Fy and Fz. Once you get the components of the forces, you can find out the direction cosines. Cos theta x equals Fx by F, cos theta y Fy by F, and cos theta z is Fz by F. Such questions are also common for university examinations for 3 marks in part A.